All right, so we are back. We are going to do an introduction of the Willows. And so for this one, we are going to have David, who is here, and go into trance so you can see how quick it is and a little bit about the process.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll just explain the process.
Okay.
I just close my eyes and go into a deep state of consciousness, put my conscious mind to one side, kind of like hanging a hat on a hat rack, and just allow my higher self to connect with the universal consciousness we call a soul group, or the Willows. And basically that comes through in a very fluent way these days. And it doesn't take long to get in at all, just a few seconds.
Quick.
Used to take 10 minutes, but now just maybe 10 seconds. So that's after 30 years, so you figured I'd have sped it up a little more than that, but hey, what the heck, you know. All right, so I'm just going to go into trance now, and we'll get started. And we're going to explain who the Willows are. Well, we'll let the Willows do that. Okay. Yes, we are here now.
Balance the form.
One moment. Yes, this is in effect with the agreement of the entity, David. We welcome you here and your questions. You may now proceed.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about you, who the Willows are, and where your source comes from.
Well, unaccustomed as we are to speaking of ourselves, we shall attempt to do the best that we can here, we say with a smile. The Willows are, in fact, not a thing. We are, in fact, a collective consciousness. We like to refer to this consciousness as a soul group. The soul group consists often of many thousands of entities, higher consciousness. That is, entities who are on the physical plane, whose higher self contributes to many aspects of the planet's going on. And also the disconnected energies of souls or beings or entities who are outside of the physical. Some of them are also in the physical, but shall we say, in other dimensions or in other parts of the universe, as it were, as sentient beings. These beings collect around the entity David, who acts rather like a magnet for them. His vibrational energy and his conceptual perception of the life itself is what draws this collective consciousness together, creating thus a singular thought, somewhat like a collection of bees in a hive, with the singular thought of gathering honey and protecting the queen bee. But here, indeed, there is no protection here, but rather openness and the desire to bring this universal energy that we are all a part of, all you, all us, all everything, into a more succinct physical manner and into a more comprehensive way of putting life processes in order for those who come with questions to be satisfied and to enrich their life process. What do we do here? You may call us interdimensional if you wish, but there is no true, in the larger picture, dispersion of dimensions. There is only one level of consciousness, and all is contained within it. Including third dimension in this way, you see? So we communicate to you here in the third dimension, and communicate as a multidimensional consciousness that provides you with, hopefully, beneficial information, you see?
Mm-hmm. And is it accurate to say that David is part of this soul group and that's why he's able to connect with you?
Well, absolutely. To suggest that any channeler is apart from the information source that they are working with, it would be an indicator here of some type of unattainable situation. If we're in this level of consciousness, all consciousness operates in the same way and to the same end. In other words, as a singular sense of comprehension and understanding. His vibrational tone or tune brings that energy towards him and acts as a resonating board for this information as it comes through him. So it would be impossible to be separate from this energy source, you see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is an introduction to you. You can find out more information about David or the Willows at the website AsktheWIllows.com. Is there anything else you'd like to offer in this introduction to who you are?
Just an interesting metaphor to consider channeling not as separate from the individual, for we wish to re-stress this. For many people feel that channeling is a disconnected thing that comes from another dimension, somehow this information, but it is all contained within the same. It is like trying to separate the sound coming from a guitar from the strings and the wood. There is no separation. All must exist in order for the music to be made, you see? Mm-hmm. Including the player. So it is like this, you see? He is all of these at the same time, isn't it? All channelers. The guitar, the strings, the sound, and the player in harmony, in motion, and creating the sounds you are hearing now. You see?
Yes, perfect. All right, so you may release the form. Thank you very much.
I thank you for this opportunity, and we release the form.